guys, welcome to my channel. It's a girl session. If you didn't know, well, now you do. So today I'm going to be talking about BTS's military announcement, as well as I'm going to be reacting to their music video for Yet to Come. So let's start off the video by talking about the announcement. So my initial thoughts when I saw that they announced that they were going to do military service is that I wasn't really shocked or surprised that they decided to do their military service. Even though the Korean government was kind of like wanting to give them an exemption, I knew that eventually, you know, they would they would join the military. So I wasn't surprised. I always thought that they would do it on their own terms when they were ready. And one thing that I like and appreciate about BTS is that they move when they're ready. They do what they want to do when they're ready. They take matters and fate into their own hands, and they do what needs to be done. The topic, the topic about the military exemption for BTS has been a very controversial topic for various reasons. I think a lot of people did not like the fact that the government was considering BTS to get an exemption from the military. A lot of people felt that they shouldn't have gotten an exemption. They shouldn't get an exemption. They felt that if the playing field should be level for everybody else, why are they getting special treatment when, they haven't done anything special for them to get that exemption? And I think when I think about the military exemption that, the Korean government wanted to give BTS, I think you have to look at a lot of things. The reason why they wanted to do this is simply because I think it was reported in 2018 that BTS contribution to the South Korean economy was around 4 billion yen, and about 0.3% was being contributed to the South Korean economy. And I think as the years went by, it probably increased the dollar value, maybe the percentage as well. And BTS, when a lot of people think about K-pop, the first thing that comes to their mind is BTS. A lot of people, have been open to the world of K-pop because of BTS. They probably want to visit spots that BTS have gone. It's bringing contribution to the South Korean economy, which is probably a plus for them. As it relates to them going to the military service, when I first started to stan BTS in 2020, I've been listening to K-pop from 2018, but I started to stan BTS in 2020, and then finding out that every male has to do mandatory military service, I was like, damn, I don't want them to go now, because this is a case where I'm starting to know them, learn about their music, learn about each member individually. I just felt that I don't have enough time to do all of that if they're gone to the military. But on the other hand, I was looking at it that, it's okay, because me just standing BTS, I have so much content that I could probably watch 7 years worth of content that to this day I still have not scratched the surface, because and it's been about 9 years now. So, there's so much there that I still have not seen or know about. And I think when the topic comes up, a lot of people, what we do is we do not take into consideration how the boys feel about the military service. It's about what we want. Like, it's like a lot of us say, oh, we don't want them to go into military service, we want them to be exempted, or if they do go, we want them to all go together. It's we, and not what they want. And I had, going along this journey of being an army, I had to really step back and look and be like, it's not about what I want, it's about what they want and they need, while they have to do this, because it is something that they would have to do, and it's something that they're gonna do. And we know, based on the announcement, that probably the members will be back around 2025, which is 2 years. I mean, 2 years is a relatively short but long time. If you look at it, 2 years can go by that fast. For some people, it doesn't really go by that fast. But all I can say is, when 2025 comes back, I'm definitely gonna be here. I'm sure a lot of other people are gonna be here waiting for BTS. And going along and reading a lot of the comments and stuff as it relates to this, I think my main concern about them going to the military is their privacy, as well as their mental health, due to probably a lack of privacy. And I'll explain what I mean. In speaking to somebody, that I know, I recall having a conversation to her about the lack of privacy that idols and actors, famous people, have while they enter military service. And while doing some research and stuff, I found cases where idols were not treated the best. Like, for instance, there were cases where people in the military who would use their power that they have to make idols do certain favors for them, such as do video calls to different people, perform at certain events when they're supposed to be in training, as well as there were cases where I think the lack of privacy also goes into the fact that various idols have spoken about the fact that, even when they're trying to take a shower, you could have one or two whispers, and then the entire shower room is filled with people, and it just makes it very difficult and awkward for them to properly clean themselves without drawing so much attention. I mean, there was a specific idol said he didn't shower for 3 days because he just could not handle the, curious eyes, or shower really early in the morning to avoid the crowds and everything. And I want to speak of a specific instance where, while G-Dragon was serving his military service, one of the persons that he was training with decided to make a sketch where he listed out G-Dragon's body proportions on this sketch. I think he also kind of gave the brand of clothes that he wore, the type of watch, and stuff like that, his shoe size. And he gave that sketch to his girlfriend. In my thought, I didn't think that men would be doing things like that. I mean, women, that's another case, but for another man to invade another man's privacy like that, to document his body proportions, his size, that is very weird. Very weird for you to do that. And he wrote that to his girlfriend and say that this is something I thought you would want. Why would your girlfriend want that? And even if his girlfriend wanted that, girlfriend of this man, what are you gonna do with this information? You're not G Dragon's stylist. You're not his you ain't buying his shoes for you to know his shoe size. You ain't his tailor. You're not making suits for him. You're not his personal shopper where you're shopping for him. Why do you need to know what brand watches he wears and all these things? That's very weird. Why do you need to know that? That's very weird. And I think in the past people were able to get away with things like this because they weren't very strict. And some people a lot of people are gonna say, well, they're celebrities, what do you expect to happen? I think when you're in a situation like that, you're in this system, everyone should be treated across the board. If an ordinary citizen can come into the military train and their privacy is not invaded to that level, other famous citizens should get that same level of respect as an ordinary citizen. And if you do not abide by that, then you should be thoroughly punished. And it's just simple as that. You can't expect to invade somebody's privacy on such a deep level and there be no consequences for that. That is a little bit too much for that. And I think your mental health, you're gonna suffer because of the lack of privacy. Everybody's staring at you. And there's various cases of people idols who have, and ordinary citizens who have had a deterioration of their mental health while serving in the military. And I think it's really sad that in the system where they're forced to serve, it's not voluntary, that they have to go through so much stuff. My thoughts on military service in itself, I really think that these males should have the choice of whether or not they want to serve. That's just my thought, instead of trying to force them. And some people may say that I may not understand the actual aspect of why they do this, or maybe it's for patriotic reasons. I will never understand that. I'm not a South Korean. I'm also not a male. I'm a female. And some people may say I just need to leave that alone, but I'm just giving my opinion. I think military service should be voluntary to anybody who willingly wants to do it. So that's just my thought on the topic of BTS military service. So next up, I am going to be reacting to BTS's Yet to Come music video. I don't feel like this desert relates to another music video. Was it honestly the best? 'Cause I just wanna see the next. 부지런히 지나온 아직들이 속에 참 아름답게. The past was honestly the best. But my best is what comes next. I'm not playing now for sure. 그날을 향해 숨이 벅차게. You and the best moment is yet to come. The moment is yet to come. Okay, so far I see the truck that Dream drives in a number of BTS's music videos, such as I think Run, and I think there's another music video that he drives in, and I just don't remember. But this, everybody knows, who knows the BTS storyline, that this truck is an integral part of the storyline. So on the carousel from Spring Day. Okay, so in Sugar's scene, you can see him standing on a piano. I believe that is the piano that probably got burnt up, or it's probably a new piano. As well as we can see RM standing in front of a trailer, which everybody knows that in the BTS storyline, RM used to live in a trailer. Yeah. And as well as we see J-Hope standing in front of a train. Maybe that is the Spring Day train that they rode for the song Spring Day. What's the bus from what did this song called again? Yeah, I was saying not the bus. It looks like the bus from their debut music video. It's the debut music. Oh my gosh, I'm forgetting it. I said it in another music video and I'm forgetting it right now. It was called No More Dream. And you can see that in the music video for No More Dream. They were new, fresh. They're coming out of the bus to just, to have their time. And now, what? Essentially, how many years later, they're getting on the bus again to another destination. They have accomplished so much in their time that they've been together, and I just think this is I don't think this is their full potential. I just think that there's so much more to come from them. And I remember after they did this music video, I said to myself that this is so true. There's so much more to come from BTS, because I said that the vocalists of BTS have not released any albums as yet, any mixtapes, I'm not sure. And I said to myself, like, I would love to see an album from the vocalist as well as a mixtape. And then a little bit after I said that, it was announced that BTS would have been taking an hiatus so that the members could focus on their solo projects, solo albums. And I think now, how many months into the future, I kind of felt that there was one more reason why they took a hiatus as a group, even though they were doing solo projects. And I just think that they were preparing us armies to not see BTS as a group for a while. I just think it was just something that they did to just signal to us, like, you know, we may not be together all the time, but BTS will still be with you. So that is just my thought and opinion. I did enjoy the song. The video paid homage to a lot of things, and the sentiment still remains that there is still more to come for BTS in the future, and we will see more from them in 2025, and I'm excited to see what more they bring. So tell me your guys' thoughts and opinion in the comment section down below. Make sure that you like this video, subscribe to my channel, hit the bell so you can get notified, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.